Welcome, boys and girls, to the stream on this lovely, lovely Friday. TGIF, by the way. Hopefully your Friday is good. I know mine is, as always, not quite as good as it could be, but I'll get to that. But glad to see you. Glad to see how many people showed up. In addition, just for those of you that may be new, hopefully you found us on the BTA Discord, where I have spoken with Bloody Doves and actually gotten permission to post in their stream channel. So hopefully we'll get some new visitors as a result of that. But if not, that's okay too. Aside from that, I guess we should get right into things. How you doing, chat? How you doing? Bamboozle, good to see you. Sierra, good to see you. Erst, glad to see you back. AFP, welcome to the stream. If this is your first one, it looks like it is. Gravel Lion, good to see you. And we've got, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Vorleisure, I wanna pronounce your name. I really do, but I don't know how. But good to see you back. I know you've missed a few streams, and you are in a different time zone, but hopefully you will enjoy the stream for the little bit of time that you can join us tonight. Beyond that, I wanted to get into some announcements. Antsy, I remember you telling me that, and I'm gonna try to remember that in the future. You know what? Here. This is why I keep a notebook right next to my desk, chat, so I can write down notes. So I'm gonna write this down, and the next time I see this name, I'm going to look at my list of names that I don't know how to pronounce, and I'm going to write it down, because, again, I'm good at prioritizing my time. There we go. I have made a note. Consider yourself noted, Antsy.
5 minutes later.
Aside from that, the other news that I have for you guys is game-related, specifically for BTA. And I guess I'll get into the gameplay now, so you guys aren't just sitting here watching me wiggle on a screen. There was a new patch today that was released for BTA with quite a few updates, and this update is mostly content-related, with new mechs, new equipment, and all sorts of other stuff. Unfortunately, and Sierra, this might be heartbreaking to you, is the cannons and the rifles with the loaders now have a jam chance, and if they jam, they stay jammed permanently for the rest of the mission. So that's a pretty big nerf to those. I don't know how high the jam chance is, and it doesn't say in the documentation, but out of everything that was added, that's the one thing that I saw and kind of said, oof, that might interfere with our Hunchback heresy. I'm still gonna try it, but it might not work quite as well. Antsy, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but I'm glad you did. But yeah, so we will have to see. But there are some new mechs. There's some new Word of Blake mechs. There's some new Davian mechs. There's a new Hunchback variant added to Solaris 7. There's some new equipment in the Free Worlds League, so a lot of new things, including new battle armor that's exclusive to Wolf's Dragoons, which, wouldn't you know it, we just happen to be right around Outreach right now, so. Okay, there we go. 30% is a starting jam chance. Thank you, AFB. That's pretty high, honestly, but we'll still try it out. Again, Hunchback Heresy is fun, so we will still give it a shot, and if it becomes a liability, we may have to reconsider. And then, of course, the last thing to mention, because I brought this up in the last stream, is Merchant's Rest and its mysterious disappearance. It turns out that it did not get destroyed. It was just not in the game because I don't have the custom content pack enabled. I'm running vanilla BTA. And so, because of that, that's why Merchant's Rest isn't in the periphery. There we go. I said it. You guys, I said the word. Also, Bolo, 1066, thank you so much for the gift subs. Very, very generous. If you did get a gift sub, please thank Bolo for their generosity. And, wow, really, Bolo? Really? Really? Never said a word in chat before and already gifting subs. My hat's off to you. I would salute if I could, but the model's a little limited. And of course, before we get started, let's all pour one out for our good friend Stu Diggy, who, for those of you that were here last time around, bit the big one at the end of last stream. But he went down swinging in our Disco Inferno fire starter, so. At any rate, this should all look familiar. We've got our mechs in the repair bay from that last mission, so I'm going to go ahead and start this out by fast-forwarding through all that nonsense so that we can potentially get started on our missions today. Let's see, we've already got an event. Bump in the night. In the middle of the night, you're flung from your bed. Metal screeches deep inside the Argo. Dr. Murad's voice crackles over the comms. Everything is under control, Commander, but Sparrow needs adult supervision. Oh, this sounds good. Darius drags the pilot into your quarters. Sparrow discovered how to destabilize a drop ship with a pen laser. Wait. What? You can do that? They redden. It was an accident. Darius crosses his arms. You've had a lot of accidents. Luckily, nothing major. But this one sent the drive stabilizer flying into the fusion reactors. How do you want to handle this, Commander? Well, glad to see you make the stream, Bolo, and I'm glad you're enjoying the content on YouTube. As I normally have to tell folks, the YouTube videos are quite a bit further behind than the live stream, so it may be a little disconcerting at first, but if you're familiar with BattleTech and BTA, you should be able to catch up pretty quickly. And you didn't miss much other than us getting the crap kicked out of us for another, I don't know, 15 hours or so. But that can be fun, too. So anyway, it sounds like Sparrow has caused us some issues, and we're going to have to make some repairs to the Argo. So the question is, do we take it out of their pay? Do we enforce strict discipline? Or do we just do the training? I mean, me personally, I'm in favor of training because I'm a firm believer as a manager that every problem is a potential learning experience. So, yeah, I say we spend a little money. We have here 0.3 million seed bills, so we can afford 100K. Let's get Sparrow some training. Sparrow raises them chin. I'm not going to comment. Sick. Looking you in the eye. I'll be more careful. Oh, I know you will. You clasp Sparrow on the shoulder. Because you've been assigned to reflex and precision training. Sparrow opens their mouth to interject, but you raise a hand. Let's make sure there are no more accidents, Mech Warrior. You're lucky we didn't have to mop you off the floor. The next day, you notice a handmade sign in the barracks. Days since last explosion. 1. Sparrow has lost the following tags. Klutz. They will be unavailable for 14 days. They have also gained the following tag for 30 days. High spirits. Well, there you go. Unfortunately, 30 days of high spirits is only 16 days of high spirits because Sparrow's going to be unavailable. But that's okay. That is a lovely outcome. So we've got a couple more days before we finish our trench bucket repairs. And 5 days until our engineering upgrade is done. We've still got some folks that are injured, including Game Master, who finally got blown up for the first time in quite a while. So we're sitting at a point where, as much as I would like to go on a mission, I do think we have to wait this out. And we do have the funds for it, so let's just go ahead and fast forward a little bit more. I'd like to have our lance in good working order before we actually try to take anything else on. Alright, there we go. Oh! Meeting Wolf Baines. Who is Wolf Baines? You'd been gathering supplies planet-side until a message from the lander arrives. There's a guy speaking in tongues here. I can't make heads or tails from his from this nut jab. I'm not going to say the word. I can't say the word. He keeps saying your name too, Commander. Intrigued, you send Yang off to gather the remaining goods while you investigate. When you approach the lander, a bearded man calls out to you smiling. Kip, but... Why do you do this to me, BTA? Why? Are you... This must be Wolf looking for work. Wait, did he park a private mech over there? I mean, if he brought a mech... Let me see, I'm gonna try to make... this is like... Pidgin German, it looks like. It's like a mix of German and English. Okay. Sure. Take him aboard. Why not? You nod and head to the foreigner. Welcome aboard, Wolf. We can always use volunteers. After you exchange pleasantries, you ponder the logistical challenge of getting his commando... Oh, it's a commando. Getting his commando aboard with him. Does it fold up small enough? I suggest you leave such questions to the engineers. Now, show me the cats. Is this dude here about the cat pictures? From, like, 4 streams ago? This man's hunted me down because of cat pictures? Guys. I think we probably... I feel like... You know what? We're just gonna go with it for right now. So, yeah, cat picture guy, apparently. And it looks like he's got a commando that I've never seen before. I guess this is a custom thing? Along with cat pictures and an impenetrable accent came with this mech. This commando, affectionately called the Commando Wolfbanes, okay, so it is a custom variant, is a heavily modified COM 2D. Full skeletal rebuild has been performed so they can benefit from Indo Steel. A large 200 rate, they put a 200 engine in a commando. Gives it immense speed, while 4 SRM4s provide focused firepower. However, the armor and heat sinks remain unmodified. They put a 200 engine in a commando. The man is fucking insane. So, yeah. Who was that Erst that was talking about being witnessed? Somebody's gonna get witnessed in that commando. And I don't think it's gonna be mediocre. We did, in fact, put a 280 in a fire starter, so that's my kind of crazy. It is 100% my kind of crazy. Alright, well, let's go have a look at this commando. A commando with a 200 engine in it and a bunch of SRMs. And Indo Steel. Yeah, exactly what it says on the 10. Wow. Alright. Yeah, this is my kind of heresy, right here. This could be the harasser that we've always wanted. And it's only 25 tons. I don't know if this will make it into our main lineup, but once we start getting to the point where we can field 2 full lances, I think this guy definitely has a role as a skirmisher and as a harasser. So if you think back to, I think it was last stream when we had that catapult that was way up on that ridgeline, like this commando would have been the perfect thing to send after it. So that's actually really cool. I like that. Bravo BTA team. Speaking of, let's have a look at our mans here. We did get the new pilot to go along with it, so let's see what he's doing in the skills department.
Commander.
And he has cats in the picture. Guys, I don't normally go for, like, custom pilots. But, I think I'm good with this one. I think I'm good with this one. Again, bravo BTA team. If you're out there, if you can hear this, bravo. I was not expecting to meet some random guy that loves cats and chased me halfway across the damn galaxy because I sent him cat pictures. So, yeah. Once again, was not on my bingo card. Speaking of bingo, I say it's time we bingo bango and start blowing some stuff up. So let's see what we've got on the mission board here. Let's see. Looks like battle, blackout, and assassination for Blake, which we could potentially try, but it's in the Badlands. Reconquest, attack and defend. That one's probably going to be a little outside of our range. Save the prototype. That's an escort. No, thank you. So, yeah, I'm thinking either we do the patrol, battle in the Badlands, or we do the general, which is an assassinate in Badlands. Yeah, Kringle's Killers, I think, is just gonna stay there forever, which is actually good. I was afraid it was gonna disappear. So that means that when we do finally get to a point where we can take on that kind of a challenge, I will absolutely be going back. We are going to have our rematch with Santa Claus someday. I don't know how long it's going to take, but yeah, as long as that mission is there, I'm going to remember, and we are going to get our revenge. But I think as much as I'm ambivalent towards the Blakeists, I'm going to go ahead and do a job for them. I mean, it could be on Christmas, you never know. And I think we do salvage because it's an assassinate. Assassination missions are usually pretty good for salvage. And, let's see. So, our mans, Stu, Rip, Ben. What the hell is wrong with you, bot? Are y'all gonna make me go and smack the bot behind the scenes? Let's see. Where are you, Erst? You're in here somewhere. There you go. I mean, if you want to be in the Disco Inferno, you can be in the Disco Inferno. I am not going to say no to that. Because I need to get back in the Centurion anyway. Nah, it's fine. You're, you know, military, so you like your 4-letter words, and the bot clearly does not. Not much to be done, unfortunately. I think we're also, yeah, that sucks. We gotta drop Game Master out because he's injured and we don't have a vehicle pilot that we can use to replace him currently. So that is unfortunate. I think we will move... I think we'll move Carrick over. Actually, you know what? No, the Galleon is a good scout, so we'll move Sparrow over and we'll drop the Scorpion because, as we all know, the Scorpion is cursed. Alright, Tyr. Well, it was good to see you all the same. I apologize for the bot. Like I said, the bot drinks. But I will get that sorted out. I did not realize that the filters were so stringent. So I'm going to fix that for the next stream. I promise. Can I put a mech in there? Oh, no, I can. I see that. Wow. Okay. Okay. Good call. Good call, Gravelion. Because I was just thinking that I would like to take another mech. So let's see. I guess we can take Wolf and his commando. See how he does. Give him a shot. Worst case scenario, he dies and it gets blown up. But it wouldn't be the worst thing that's ever happened to us. And of course, the battle armor's still out of commission. I haven't gone through the trouble of repairing it yet. But let's go ahead and get on the field. I've been running my mouth for 30 minutes, and we're only just now getting into a mission, so... Don't worry, we will blow something up. Yeah, Bolo, and one of the other things, if you haven't caught up that far, where I kind of explained in the YouTube series, is I do have lethality turned all the way up. So if they do take a headshot and they don't eject, that's it, they're toast. When we were doing the mission against Santa Claus before we had to rewind, they were all going for headshots, and we ended up losing like 5 or 6 pilots. Yeah, I mean, with a 200 engine in a commando, I mean, that should lead to quite a few evasion pips, I hope. So we will see what happens. So all we're doing is an assassination mission. Let's see what Darius's sage wisdom is for this one. Unfortunately, the game has kind of locked up here for a second, so I can't scroll. But it says, Commander, we should expect heavy resistance. We might get a shot at the officer alone, but his guard and support units won't be far off. You'll have to either strike hard and fast, that's what she said, or I can't read the rest because I can't scroll down currently. Hey, Devious, how you doing? I'm doing well. Hopefully you are too. Glad you can join us. You haven't missed a whole lot just yet. But yeah, we are getting into our first mission. We're working for the Blakists. Take it or leave it, doing an assassination mission, so we'll have to see how this pans out. Again, assassinations have not worked out very well for us traditionally, but I'm hoping to turn that trend around. So we did start on the high ground, which is absolutely a good thing. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage. And actually, we might be able to hit the target from where we are on this ridgeline. The only problem is, because it's an assassination mission, we're probably going to start in contact with the enemy. Yes, you are correct, Gravelion. That is one of the fixes that they implemented in BTA, is the borderless window. Is that a... Guys. You see this shit? This is what I'm talking about with assassination missions. We don't have a great track record with assassination missions. So we walk in, we're already in contact with the support, and one of the support mechs is a 75-ton Thanatos, with an LBX-20 of all things. Of all the things that it could be packing, it's packing the biggest of boomstakes. What's this other thing? That's just a, okay, marksman artillery vehicle. It's got sniper artillery, but that's not a huge deal if we get up close and do it fast. But look at this. We need to destroy the leader, but he's got 3 support lances. So this is gonna be an interesting mission, to say the least. So let's see.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, Wolfbane's is up first. Unfortunately, there's not really much point in trying to shoot anybody this turn because we're already in contact. In fact, I'm going to cheese this, you guys, and I'm just going to reserve everybody to 1. And we may take some damage, but because we are already in contact, oh, they're going to do the same thing. Of course they are. Of course they're going to do the same thing. But my plan was to try to reserve it out so that we can hopefully avoid the whole getting spammed this close up. The game is thinking very, very hard right now. I'm not sure what it's thinking about. You know what?
Not much armor left in that location.
It seems to me like we are going up against some real K-Kona folks today already, because this man has an artillery piece and just drove closer to shoot it at us.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
And apparently everybody has got something to say about it.
I'm being flanked. They're flanking.
So let's see what we're up against. I mean, clearly we've got a lot of long-range stuff. The vehicle I'm not super worried about, because we can probably take that out pretty quickly and get that sniper off the field. The Thanatos, though, especially with an LBX-20, we gotta focus this guy down hard and fast. That's what she said. Yeah, I'm already getting mad at the bot, because the bot is a little overzealous. That's a lot of DACA. That is a lot of DACA. Alright. Off to a good start. Let's see what we got here.
Orders.
I mean, I think the first order of business is... we gotta start working on this Thanatos. The artillery does scare me too, but the Thanatos is definitely the bigger threat. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of cover, so that's gonna be difficult. Because we need to keep our evasion up, but at the same time, I need cover. So let's just go with the 6 evasion. And we'll use the LBX, switch over to the SRMs, give ourselves a little bit more accuracy, but not by much. Hopefully we can get some hits with the acid. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, Devious. I tend to use innuendo in the things that I say on purpose. But that's just because I'm broken on the inside, I guess. But yeah, hopefully we can get some hits with the acid SRMs, and that'll help us do a little more damage to the armor on this Thanatos. So we did get a hit, which is good. Oh no, don't worry. I'm not, like, calling you out, Devious. I'm just saying, like... I've said this before. I can't help what I am. I'm not gonna apologize for who and what I am. My mind is in the gutter, and by God, that's where it belongs.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, let's see here. If we sprint, we can get 5 evasion on this treb, and I think that's our ticket to survival. So let's do that. And actually, I forgot, you guys. We had to replace one of the streaks with rocket launchers. So this is going to get very, very interesting. I have no idea how well we're going to do with that. Do we go? Do we do it? Do we do it, chat? The chances are pretty low, because the Thanatos has got a lot of evasion, but do we do it? Do we give him the full alpha? I mean, you guys already know what I want to do. Because I always want a full alpha. Goddamn right, Bolo. Send it.
Affirmative.
Well, that was kind of disappointing. We did hit with a couple of the rockets, though. Can't complain. God damn it, bot. I'm fixing to disable this damn thing. Matter of fact, you know what? Give me just a second. I know you're trying to be hype, and that freaking bot. Alright, I'll just have to keep an eye on it for right now. Clearly, there needs to be a little more cultivation on the mod side of things. Good lord. But, hello, Game Master, good to see you. You walked in at a little bit of an odd time. But let's attempt, at least, to get back into the game. Where we are currently staring down the barrel of an LBX-20 Thanatos, and I am sweating at the prospect of having to fight the damn thing. Let's see. I think we do a charge. I'm not going to be able to actually use melee on this thing, but we can. do what we always do and give him the full alpha. Although, we've only got a 30% chance to hit with the AC-20. If we do, we might get a kill on this vehicle.
Copy that.
We did get the hit! And we got a punch through on the armor, but it was not enough to destroy it. That is unfortunate.
Orders?
But, yeah, alright, Erst, if you want to go in, and you can melee, of course, then we have to. Those are the rules. You know the rules, and so do I.
Move order received. Putting my weight into it.
I mean, the fact that we even brought a fire starter to this fight, I find absolutely hilarious. And we destroyed the sniper artillery, so even if we don't destroy this vehicle, it's now basically not a threat. Oh no, you're good, Erst. You did good by destroying the artillery on that tank. Let's see. I think next up, we're gonna use our good old sniper, Ozark, in her Panther. And she's still got really good chances to hit, even sprinting at this close range. So let's take the shot. This is why you don't talk your people up before they actually take the shot, chat. Because then they miss. Unfortunately, Bolo, I don't have the answer to that question. Hopefully somebody else in chat will know. Wow, he can actually run up and do the charge attack. But we're not going to do that because if we charge, then he's not going to be able to fire the missiles. But what I will do is we will give him all the SRMs right up the cornhole. And only about 50% chance to hit, but that's a lot of missiles on the back armor. So you know what time it is, chat. It's time for the full alpha.
Fire. All well.
Yeah, the commando's probably gonna get kicked. Yeah, worse, but that's okay. It's actually not a terrible idea, Devious.
Confirm.
Just a corn cob. And people will be like, what the hell? What the hell is up with this corn? No. It's not corn. It's a corn cob. There's a difference. Let's see. I'm trying to... Where can we actually hit this, like... Even sprinting, there's not really anywhere that we're gonna get a decent shot at this Thanatos. I want to get the tag on it, though. Still got 60% chance. I guess we take the shot and hopefully we get the tag on him. We did get the tag. Outstanding.
Reporting.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a bloody corn cab as a unit patch. But, that'd be one of those if you know kind of things. Man, this little hill is proving to be quite the irritant. That's okay.
I understand.
Unfortunately, Game Master is out on injury, so let's see if Sparrow is gonna do any better with the AC-20. His chances to hit certainly aren't any better. But maybe he'll get the luck of the draw.
Locking on target.
No such luck, as
No
it
joy.
appears. So far, the dog pile of the Thanatos to take him off the field plan has not been working out all that well. In the meantime, I think we just send the galleon as far away as we can to try to build up some evasion and potentially get a visual on additional enemies. So we can... Yeah, there we go.
Full speed. No target. Engaging with target. Failed to connect.
Yeah, Bolo, I have a, because we just made affiliate, I have set up a channel point thing to put people in the game.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what he's referring to, is saving up for that. I did make it pretty expensive. Alright, so now we get our boy. We get our boy Wolfbanes again on this new turn. I think, what's the max range on an SRM? Because I think we can get back here, maybe get just a tiny little bit of elevation. I don't know how much good that will do in terms of the accuracy. Actually, it gives us a little more accuracy than I thought. Screw it.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Still no punch through on the armor, though. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think that 5,000 will be super expensive. It's just because we only just now got affiliate and you guys are only just now starting to collect channel points. It will take probably a little bit before anyone can afford it, but after that, I want it to be a trivial thing, but I also don't want to make it available for people that are just joining the stream. Because then, you know, you get people drowning out the regulars. So I want to make it just expensive enough that you need to be in the stream for a little while before you can potentially get yourself in the game. But I don't want to, I'm not trying to gatekeep it or anything like that. I just want to make sure that the people that have been here a while will have, I guess, priority. Let's see, the gas. Oh, we're on a new turn. I was like, wait a minute, I just moved these people. Why are they moving again? I forgot that it was a brand new turn. So I think we're actually kind of helped currently because of the terrain. Is right now all the other mechs and stuff that are down here are not able to really get shots at us because they have to go up this way in order to get to us. Either that or they would have to have jump jets. So this is actually working in our favor for the time being. So I think we're going to use that to our advantage and continue to just focus everything on this Thanatos and this tank that are up here.
Just running.
Because if we can minimize the incoming damage from the rest of their stuff, then we get better chances at success. Well, Ernst, honestly, if I ever get to a point where I need to raise the channel points for adding your name to the game, then I think I'll have bigger problems to worry about than that. I'm not gonna lie, just, even the thought of having, 100 people in my stream scares the shit out of me. Because, I wouldn't know what to do with that many people. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but I would not even know how to approach interacting with that many people, but we've already talked about that before. I don't mind it being a smaller stream. I like to be able to interact with all of you. Oh yes, baby, come on, tell me that we're gonna get the knockdown on this, because I would absolutely take it. Alright, so Ernst, you wanted to get stuck in with this Thanatos. I'm gonna make it happen, but don't blame me if something bad happens.
Understood. Moving fast.
It's more of just, what I'm trying to do in terms of cultivating a community, Bolo, is... I'm not doing this for, money or to get rich and famous. I'm not trying to be an XQC or a Shroud or anything like that. I'm just doing this for fun. And so I want it to be fun for me, but I also want it to be fun for you guys. And in my personal opinion, I don't think it's very fun when you're in a chat that's going 50 miles an hour and nothing that you say is ever being seen by anybody. I would rather keep it to a smaller community so that, everybody has a chance to interact and have a good time. Because once a community gets to a certain size, then at that point you're all just screeching into the void. And yes, you did get exposed structure. Let's see, where is it? Oh, exposed structure on the torso. Exposed structure on the torso. That is interesting. As a matter of fact, it's so interesting, I think we're going to give our boy Sparrow a point-blank shot and see what he does with it. Kind of hard to miss 99% with precision ammo. Let's see what happens. He's not good enough to use the called shot yet, but we'll just have to hope.
As you wish.
Holy shit.
Target neutralized.
I cannot believe he got that shot, but outstanding work, Sparrow. Outstanding work. You love to see it. That was a 1 in a million shot, and I'm glad he made it. So yeah, suddenly our prospects for the early part of this mission just got a whole lot better. I could attack. I don't think I'm going to, though. I think instead, I want to know what this mech is. You're not going to let me because we're not in sensor range. Well, damn it. Alright, well then I guess we will attack this vehicle.
Locking off with all weapon systems.
Are you serious? If I'm reading that right, he just missed the vehicle, and yeah, he hit our dude instead. He hit the hunchback. Whiplash, buddy. So noticing a lot of vehicles rather than mechs on this mission, which is kind of strange for a mission of this difficulty level. I mean, blue on blue, you hate to see, but at the same time, it's a lot more common than I think people realize.
Understood. Moving.
I try to minimize it, but unfortunately, when you get rookie pilots, sometimes it's hard. A Drillson. Alright, what kind of Drillson? Alright, I see you. Well, I think I'm gonna turn off the well, no. Yeah, I'll turn off the LBX. We'll fire the missiles and the lasers. Save the LBX ammo for when we actually get in close.
Failed to connect.
Oh yeah, for sure, Bolo. If I can get into melee range, I'm absolutely going to.
Aye, aye.
I noticed there were some people on the YouTubes and the comments and stuff that were very unhappy at how much I was like meleeing and DFAing and stuff like that. And it's like, guys, I'm out here to have a good time. And making the perfect tactical decision every time is boring. Trib ain't gonna do shit on this one. I think we just sensor lock. Try and give
Sensors locked up.
our preceding pilots a little better shot at that Drillson. Devious, in my experience, light mechs and scout mechs and stuff do work. But yeah, like Erst is saying, they make better spotters, artillery, and stuff like that. Like, you don't want them getting to a point where they can get shot at. So you kind of keep them in the back. Like the Hollander that we have, that has artillery on it, that particular mech will probably be in rotation for quite a while, because we can just sit them in the very back and chuck artillery shells at the enemy all day long with zero risk. Yeah, exactly. Especially when you start getting into the higher level gameplay where you have C3 networks and stuff. Yeah, being able to use the ECM to break up those networks and stop them from being effective is very, very helpful. I mean, Chad, I think you know what time it is. It's time for the full alpha. Plus the melee. I mean, if we're in melee range. And really, he's not gonna explode. All right. So I'm wondering if this 20-ton mech, whatever it is that our target? Because I don't see any other mechs down here. It's all just vehicles. Good lord.
Light damage, Commander.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh yeah, for sure, General Quarters. I mean, it's not just a hunchback pilot thing, that's a me thing. My #1 go-to strategy is melee full alpha. If I can't do that, then full alpha. And if I can't do that, then we'll start thinking tactically. I've already said this before, Ernst, but if we find any snub PPCs, I'm saving them for the awesome when we finally get one.
Light damage. Holding.
Ernst, thank you for the gift sub to General Quarters. General Quarters, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. What the hell is that? That is the second time we've gotten hit with a volley like that. Is that a catapult out here? Is this you? No. Okay, so we've definitely got a missile boat out there somewhere. Maybe a carrier? Yeah, I'm thinking it's a carrier. Might be this vehicle down here. Unfortunately, I didn't see where the missiles were coming from. But man, the game is thinking really hard.
Oh, hell yes. It's on now.
I'm thinking there might be more enemies out there that we just haven't run into yet.
Standing by.
Alright, Wolfbane's is up, so I think we do what we can to take out some vehicles. Then again, we're only gonna get 5 evasion off of that. What's this Wraith got? The only real danger is going to be the ERPPC, so we could potentially run up on this 60-ton vehicle, whatever it is. But I think we want to melee if we can. Unfortunately, we can only charge attack, so we won't be able to fire the weapons. That is no good. No good. Alright,
Move into position.
here we go. This is the magic pixel. Accuracy's not great, but we're going to take the shot regardless.
Roger that.
Oh yeah, for sure, AFP. I love to melee first if I can. The only time I don't is if the only thing I can do is charge, because not only can you not fire weapons on the charge, you also are basically guaranteed to take damage on your own mechs. And because my track record with RNG hasn't been very good, I don't want to leave to chance and end up, like, critting myself on a charge. Because while that would be hilarious, it could also be disastrous.
Targeting Alpha Strike.
This is why I don't like hover vehicles, by the way, chat,
Negative
because
damage.
they get super high evasion, and then it makes them a gigantic pain in the ass to attack. And I don't... We haven't cycled through to a mech that's close enough to melee the damn thing yet. Except for Ernst. But again, we won't be able to use the lasers, so I think instead we'll have him melee this other vehicle.
Affirmative.
And maybe we'll actually get the kill on this one. No. Again. This thing refuses to die. I am genuinely surprised at how much damage it has tanked, while at the same time still being in the fight. Not combat effective, because it doesn't have any weapons. But it's kind of frustrating, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry? Try that again. There we go.
Affirmative.
And let's see, who's got the lowest evasion out of all of these? I think it's our boy right here. I really would like to start putting some hurt on these guys, but... yeah, I think I'll take the shot at this 4 evasion guy back here. See what kind of damage we can do. This is another Drillson. Oh, that's the first Drillson we were looking at. There we go. There we go. Now Ozark is finally starting to hit the shots. Normally she's a lot more accurate. Apparently she's having an off day. I'm not entirely sure how it breaks down on like a point-by-point basis. I know that your pilots get a certain amount just baseline for being in the mission. And then, yeah, so, and that's what I suspected, Bolo, is not only do you get some experience just for being in the mission, but you also get bonus XP for kills. And let's see, Hetzer with the AC-20... I don't think we want to try to use the AC-20 on these vehicles because they've all got really high evasion. We might get lucky on the shots, though.
Full speed.
Let's see. Nah, 23% accuracy. I don't think we're going to make that shot. If we use Precise Strike, what does that bring it up to? Only a 29%. I mean, if it was Game Master, he'd make the shot. We still got enough ammo. I think we take the shot.
Unleashing hell.
Damn it.
Failed to connect.
Damn it.
Orders.
Alright, let's move our APC up here and see if we can get visual, because Whiplash can tank some hits with that APC. And I think it would be good for us to know what we're up against. Okay, so there we go. Marsden with an AC-5. Could potentially be a threat if he starts shooting us in the back. And the Wraith I'm not super worried about as long as we can avoid the ERPPC. So I think we'll just take some shots at the Marsden.
Go.
Oh wow. I just now realized that that's just a stock standard M1 model. I've never actually seen one of those up close, so I didn't realize that that was just an M1 tank model. Yeah, it's just an Abram. I mean, to be fair, in a BattleTech game, most people are not here for the vehicles.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we got the boss in the Centurion. Now we can start meleeing some shit. This is what we came for. So, you already know. Full alpha. Give him the chair.
Affirmative. Putting my weight into it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You love to see it.
Hostile eliminated.
And that's why I love the LBX-10. Yeah, and that's my whole thing, is, like, at the end of the day, I'm happy to have the variety of vehicles. I'm not super concerned with what they look like. Like, the variety is the good thing because it gives you more tactical options. A Trib, I don't think we really want to use for melee, but at the same time, I kind of do. Wait, what? Why does this Trilson suddenly have 0 evasion? Did he really not move? I mean, if you're gonna make it easy on me like that, it would be rude of me not to take advantage of it. So, yeah, suck the full alpha.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
I have no idea what happened to his evasion. We did actually get some collateral on this other Drillson as well. Wait, antique Drillson? Alright. I didn't even notice that before. Uh-oh. Okay, the game had to think pretty hard about that one. Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Reading you.
But hey, you know what? Sundance... I'm sorry? What?
I'm here.
Why can you not sprint? There we go, I'm about to say. Sundance actually has, the AC-20. Alright, chat, you guys are gonna have to help me. Because I've had this problem before and I don't remember. I remember now that the blue is a side shot, green is a rear shot. What is the purple again? I don't remember when you see the purple line. Is it just a blocked rear shot or what? I don't remember. You know what? Fuck it, doesn't matter. I'm gonna do the same thing regardless, it doesn't really matter. Lower chance to hit? Alright. Fine. I guess we'll shoot at the tank instead. We did get the hit on the definitely not Abrams. So yeah, like I suspected, there's more vehicles back here. This, again, is really weird that it's almost all vehicles and very few mechs. But I did see what I believe is our target, which is a 70-ton mech down here. So we got a 45-tonner and a 70-tonner. We got the 20-tonner over here, which is probably going to be like, I don't know, maybe an antique commando or a locust. Maybe a javelin. Man, you guys are getting on my nerves with these rear shots. Chunkin' some more. Yeah, that's definitely a carrier of some description. So I don't know if it's because the commander is in the Centurion or what, but like, for whatever reason, the Centurion always seems to draw the fire. Like, they will focus the Centurion down first every mission, and then try to kill something else. But as long as they've got a shot at that Centurion, they are gonna take it every single time. And again, I don't know if it's because of the mech, or if it's because of the pilot, or what. For whatever reason, they absolutely love it. So by the way, if I could have a turn sometime before the heat death of the universe, that would be nice.
Okay, now it's on.
Aye, aye.
Alright, Wolfbanes again. We got good shots with the SRMs. I do kind of want to sanitize our 6 o'clock note, because we're taking a lot of shots in the back from these vehicles. So as much as I would love to run up here and hit this Drillson, I think we need to take this guy out first, if we can. This is the tank that won't die. But that's a large laser that we can potentially get off the field.
For a physical attack.
if we actually kill it. There we go.
Everything you got. Hostile eliminated.
You know, you may be right, Bamboozle. It might be because, yeah, even though the Centurion has a lot of movement, for whatever reason, it always seems to have low evasion. I mean, I have a special place in my heart for the Centurion this run because it's the first real mech that we actually got our hands on to start climbing out of the early game and actually getting things done. So it's not necessarily that I like it so much as it's better than what we've been dealing with up till now. Let's see. I mean, again, we're taking a lot of rear armor shots, so I think we need to move the Centurion to rectify that, unless... Oh, it's not actually the Centurion's turn. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Let's see. I mean, the Drillson is still sitting here with no evasion. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to continue to put the hurt on him. And hopefully, by bringing the Galleon up here, we might get a visual... Nope, I was hoping we'd get a visual on some of these other vehicles.
Roger.
But no such luck.
Critical hit,
Hover
Commander.
propulsion destroyed, okay. Well, that will further reduce his evasion.